What is going on, guys? Steve here. Welcome back to another episode of the FIFA World Cup Road to Glory. Get super cheap coins for FIFA 18 or FIFA Mobile at x3game.com in association with UFIFA. Use the code TVM for 8% discount. The link is in the description. Episode 5 of the Road to Glory for some other YouTubers may have included a final. It may have included a Messi or Ronaldo in the team, or just a shed load of packs to open from some SBCs. But what you're going to get here is 10 minutes of complaining followed by an SBC at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy. I am struggling with this game mode right now. The teams I'm coming up against compared to my own, unbelievable. Not many people are playing this Road to Glory style. A lot of people are either going to get fed up because they can't seem to win a game, that's me, or they're just that much better at the game that they've managed to grind it out already. I am so behind when it comes to this Road to Glory. I just don't have the team to compete. On my other account, I spent like 100 to 200,000 coins, somewhere in and amongst that sort of price range. And I have packed a lot of great players. I've got 2 icons on there, one of which is Maradona. We've got Ramos, De Gea, I've got Aguero, I've got Ronaldo, I've got Messi. The players are just ridiculous, you know. I don't have enough spots for the amount of quality that I have. Even in the reserves and on the bench, I have to leave some of the big boys. I've got like 90 rated players that that never see the light of day, and I don't even play it anymore because what's the point? My team is complete. I don't need to grind for anything anymore. With this account though, you know, I can't seem to get a result on there with those players. It's quite straightforward to get out of the groups, and then 9 times out of 10 I get to the semis or the final. I've won it a couple of times. It's not that difficult. But again, on this account, my defense is all over the place. I can't get the players I need in order to be able to compete. And I'm not moaning in the sense that, oh, my team's not good enough, because I'm not good enough either. The reason I get to the final 9 times out of 10 on my other account is because my team is stacked, and it would be harder for me to lose a game than it would to win. Some of the players, there's evidence of it actually within one of these games. I play someone who's got his team is ridiculous, and he's not that great a player, but he doesn't even seem like he's trying in the game. Sometimes the ball will get to his teammates, and he'll just stand still, and he won't move, and then he'll realise, oh, I've got the ball, and then he'll start playing again, and he beat me with ease. I had to rage quit the game in the end. There's about 2 or 3 rage quits in this, and there's not as many packs or player packs to open as there were games played, because I've just quit them halfway through. I was getting so annoyed, I was throwing things around, and that is one of the reasons why I don't normally do Road to Glories, because I get proper stressed out when things don't go my way when maybe they should, in my opinion, be going my way at the time. After I sit down and I reflect, like now, I don't know why I get annoyed. And I feel like a bit of an idiot for getting annoyed. Like this game right here, got really stressed out at 4-2 down. We managed to make it to the 90th minute at 4-2, and the game ended, so we did get a player pack for that. But I was so annoyed. My blood was boiling at this point. Very, very frustrated. Going to take a quick look to see where we were. We'd won 1, lost 1. We were still in a fairly decent position. All I needed to do was get a point in the next game, and there was a very strong possibility that we would go through. Realistically, that's all I want. I just want to go through the group. I'm not necessarily looking to win it there. I just want to progress. That means 2 packs, and it means a player pack, and that would be great and really, really handy at this point during the Road to Glory. Unfortunately, my next opponent that I needed just 1 point from had other ideas, and in the 7th minute we'd conceded. We were 1-0 down. And then by the 15th, 16th minute, he was in on goal again with Mertens, and he managed to slot it home for 2-0. And by that point, I kind of realised it was game over. We gave a sloppy penalty away with Phil Jagielka in the 37th minute. He steps up with Kylian Mbappe, and fortunately I dived the right way. But what is the use of saving a penalty if moments later you are going to just relent and give away a really sloppy goal, as I did? 3-0 down, there's almost no chance of me getting back into that, and it was pretty much game over. My head drops when I go 1 or 2 down, especially very early on, and it happened there. A lot of people have given me suggestions in the comment section, switch formation, do this, do that, but it's not... How can I explain it without sounding like a douchebag? I play FIFA every single day, and on the standard ultimate team, I don't have a problem winning games. I am a Division 2 player comfortably. I can get to Division 1 and I can hold my own there, but generally speaking, I feel a lot more at home in Division 2. Foot champs wise, I would be anywhere between gold 3 and gold 1. I might be able to scrape elite 3 if I really gave it my all and didn't have anything else to do. Don't know why it was giving me prompts as if I'd never opened a player pack before. But either way, we got 4 player packs from my run in that tournament, and this is the result of them. But yeah, like I said, I could probably scrape elite 3 if I didn't have anything else to do that weekend and I could just spend all my time playing it. But generally speaking, I don't. I have to do other videos and I can never really dedicate enough time to it. But, you know, I'm not the best player in the world, but I am competent. I know how to play the game. I know what formation to use to best suit my style. So it's not the formation. Is it the chemistry? Possibly. I think it's a combination of the chemistry and the lack of quality that we have. I decided to switch it up completely. I went full European and the icon. We've got Navas in goal because he's quite literally my only goalkeeper at this point. I made a huge mistake a few episodes ago and put in my only European goalkeeper, or only non-African goalkeeper, or Asian goalkeeper, I should say. And I put him into an SBC, and I made a bit of a mistake there. I shouldn't have. I should have kept him, but alas, I didn't. With regards to the next campaign, we went into the first game, and I felt quite good against this guy. This was actually the guy who put little to no effort into absolutely smacking me. He seemed to be able to get the ball back with little to no effort at all, and then he would just run up the other end and score, and I had no control over it. It was one of the most frustrating games I've ever played, because I was trying my hardest to win this game, and it didn't seem like this guy was even looking at the screen half the time, and that is the most demoralising thing I've ever witnessed or ever been through. And again, I just panicked in that situation. I had all the time in the world, and I just took a snapshot from outside the area, and it was ridiculous. He played it out from the back here, and again, he's not sprinting. He's playing it very slowly. He's just shielding the ball, turns around, gives it to Gabriel Jesus, manages to muscle away from the defender, has a quick look up, pops the ball into the box. Ronaldo has a time to take it down and just tap it into the back of the net, and I lost it. I went absolutely ballistic, and I left that game. We're not going to get a pack for it. I just quit straight away. And then next game here, this guy was pressing pause, presumably to change things, but then he scored straight away, pretty much from kickoff. And then he didn't need to go into the pause menu anymore. Came straight back out of it, didn't make any changes. Luckily, I managed to win a penalty. His defender Monreal took me down. We took that straight away and equalised to make it 1-1. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to win this. I've got a feeling I can get something from this game, even if I got a point and then won a game in a group somewhere along the line. I'd be okay with that. 4 points, generally speaking, should be enough to go through in most scenarios. But unfortunately, he wasn't as bad as I thought he was going to be, and every single shot he had, he managed to bury. And even before we got to the half-hour mark, I found myself 4-1 down. I lost the will to live, and I just left. I quit. Again, I'm off. And I don't quit things normally. I will ride it out, even if I lose 10-1. Just the fact that I've stayed in that game and got a goal and all the rest of it is normally enough for me. But I'm finding it very difficult to keep my head. I am losing my mind playing this game. And like I said, I've just keep repeating myself in this episode, but it's a culmination of a lot of things, really. Not having the funds to spend on packs, not having the players, and just generally coming up against teams that are far better than mine, and having players that are far better than mine. Like, they're playing the game better than me is what I'm trying to say. I'm not blaming the game completely. Like, I don't actually blame the game mechanics-wise, which is something that I think I used to do at the beginning of FIFA 18, in particular with Foot Champs and in that Road to Glory series. I would sit there and moan about how the game is unfair, this would happen, that would happen, momentum, wow, all the rest of it. I don't think I've done that once, even in the height of my rage playing this game. I've not sat there once and blamed the game. It's always my fault, and I'm blaming myself, and I do that a lot. But I don't know what to do with this series. Are you happy to sit there listening to me complain and basically just not getting anywhere? Because I have not once managed to get out of the group stage in this Road to Glory. And it sounds really stupid, but the second I manage to get out of the group stage and I get those 2 packs, I think I could be in for a bit of a domino effect. I think I would then have enough confidence, and maybe even from the packs have enough players and quality to be able to then kick on and maybe make a dent in it. Because as soon as I win the World Cup, essentially that's the end of the road to glory, right? But I don't ever see me doing it. Are you happy to just sit there and let me grind it out and hope that we one day manage to progress and win it? Or do you reckon there's no point to this, I'm never going to do it? Because I'm really feeling annoyed by it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let's go live and do an SBC. Now, the SBC I'm looking to do is going to be a South American upgrade. And I realise, before we get into this SBC, actually, I'm going to submit them. And some of the players I actually use right now, but I'm taking a bit of a punt with this. I'm going for a gamble. Didn't really have enough players to do it, but, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I realise the only person who can really tell whether it's worth continuing this road to glory is me. But it's getting to a point where I'm feeling embarrassed to be playing this and not being able to win and not being able to qualify from my group. I do reviews for a living, and you're watching a guy who does reviews for a living, who plays FIFA for a living, essentially, not be able to qualify and not be able to win 2 games in a row. That is essentially what it's come to, and I feel embarrassed by it. So, if you want to see more, obviously hit the like button. If you don't want to see it, then just don't worry about it. Just click off the video like you probably already have, but you're not watching it, so that doesn't make any sense. Let's get into this game, into this pack, sorry, and see if we can get something. We're obviously not going to get ourselves an icon, which is fine, but I would like to see a defender and or goalkeeper here. We're going to get an Argentinian striker. It's a big player. It's going to be Higuain or Aguero. That is a duplicate. That is depressing. Didn't want Aguero. To be fair, I wouldn't have wanted Higuain either. But yeah, let's hope there's a defender or a goalkeeper in here. That is such a bad pack, by the way. We get ourselves Javier Pastore and we get ourselves Rodriguez. No defenders in that pack. There should be a defender, midfielder, striker SBC in my opinion. I can't believe I've just hit a duplicate Aguero. We'll send him to duplicate storage. We will store those in the club. We do have some more options now for midfield, meaning that Messi can come on as a sub, giving us a little bit more in the way of chemistry. Let's see what we can do here with regards to I've used my I've made a bit of a boo-boo there. I've used my my South American left back in that SBC. I no longer have to use Mascherano, which is great because he was one of the reasons why I was tearing my hair out a lot of the time. I can now use Javier Pastore over there, which is great. Not that he's going to get the chemistry at all. And what I could do is I could easily what have we got here? We've got Rodriguez. What did I say? I did Mascherano, right? So I could take Messi out. It sounds stupid. I could take Messi out. I could put Mascherano in there, who gives chemistry to Pastore and such. Giving us 83 chemistry overall. I know you can't see it, but it means that we can bring Messi on as a sub and having much more as an impact player as opposed to having him off chemistry and maybe not as useful as he would be as a substitute. I don't know. I think that's probably what I'm going to do going into the next couple of games. I'm going to try my hardest to qualify, I really am, because I need to do this for myself, I think. So, yeah, I will carry on with the road to glory. Just know that I apologise, and I genuinely am embarrassed that you have to sit there and watch someone who plays this game for a living not be able to string 2 wins together, or even a win and a draw. It's so embarrassing and it's so frustrating, but I will get there. And eventually, once we start getting a better defence together, then I think I might be able to kick on and do well in this. But so frustrating right now. If you're having problems, let me know in the comment section. It would be nice to know that I'm not alone with this. But subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course. And until the next time, goodbye.